uh, everything is up now, so you can start now.
Okay, so I start.
Yes.
Cool. So welcome to you, Ghulam Mustafa. Welcome to all people are watching us. Today, two topics to discuss: how youth people can uh, face and contribute facing the COVID-19 crisis, and also like a new skill, which is one of the best skills in the world as far as it helps a lot of communication and helps a lot in personal development and in time management, conflict management, stress management. It's really a great skill. So, shall I introduce you, Mustafa?
Yes, you can.
Cool. So I am both a host and a guest. So I am the host of Ghulam Mustafa, which is an HR and digital transformation professional. You are having like more than 13 years experience in the field of HR management, digital transformation, and leadership and development. You have worked in Tesco Stores UK, Desk and Engineering Kuwait, and of course, NetSol Technologies and Coca-Cola ET Tech. You are also the founder of HR Legend Forums and currently serving head of tech as head HR and corporate affairs. And you have written a lot of books, and you are a trainer and coach and mentor of innovation. So welcome to our session, Ghulam Mustafa.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ikhlass, for joining us for today's this wonderful session on youth leadership and preparing youth for like COVID-19. What is role of youth for COVID-19? And then we have second part, emotional intelligence, which is your area. And let me introduce you to all the participants, attendees of today's session. So Ikhlas is basically a certified coach, and she is mostly working on emotional intelligence, behavior change, and also she is working as a motivational analyst for different organizations. And she has like over 15 years experience, very rich experience in developing your behaviors or emotions towards positivity, and also developing your emotions to use them in the right direction and also feel motivated. She knows lots of tricks and tips which can help people to become more motivated, more successful, and more beneficial in their life. So, how would you like me to start the class? Are you going to start your session first, or should we start first the role of leadership, youth leadership in COVID-19? Or you can start first. I think we can start talking about what is emotional intelligence. How do you like me to start?
Well, as I am the host now, so you start. I'll be your guest next.
Okay. So, what do you want me to start?
Yes, I'm gonna ask you some questions. Is that
Yes,
okay for
please.
you?
Yes, of course, of course. You can ask questions.
Okay, so the first question is, we are in COVID crisis, and a lot of people like feel like just staying home, and no, having nothing to do, having nothing to in action. Uh, what do you say for people who really feel like having nothing to do?
Well, actually, it's not like we don't have anything to do. Yes, we are quarantined, we are sitting at home, we have nothing to do, but in fact, we have a lot of things to do. Uh, we have two perspectives of Corona. One is the how youth can play their role, and how us, like we are, maybe we are not part of youth, but we can still become youth and we can play our role. So let me talk about from the perspective of people who are not part of youth. Uh, First thing which we can do is we have to follow the rules and regulations given by WHO and government of our countries, so that we can stay safe and stay away from this corona situation. Second thing which we need to do, which we can do for our future, we can start working on planning things. Maybe we have thought about many things, but we could never give it a try. So this is the time we can start planning and organizing for our future things. And it is said that if you fail to plan, you actually plan to fail. So so if you make a proper plan of that thing which you want to do in future, it will be very much successful. Third thing which we can do, we can start learning something new which we haven't learned before. We can improve our skills, we can enhance our knowledge. So there are a lot of things which we want to learn, but we cannot find time, we do not manage time to learn new things. So this is a golden opportunity to enhance our knowledge, to enhance our skills, to enhance our talent. Fourth thing which we can do in this COVID situation is we can help each other. We can talk to our friends, our family. We don't, I mean, social distancing doesn't mean emotional distancing. It means we can emotionally become closer to our family members, to our friends. We can call them, we can talk to them over phone, over internet, over WhatsApp, over Facebook. So I think this is a golden opportunity to reunion our relationships. We must have forgotten a lot of friends, school friends, college friends, university friends, old colleagues, so we can get in touch back to them. So you can see, if we only do these four things, I think this is too much. And most important of all is community work. How much we can do for our community? There are lots of people who need our help, who don't have money to eat, who don't have jobs. So we can see if we can help them by arranging food for them, by arranging some ration for them, like flour, these kind of things. So we can help our people in our community, in our neighbors, in our relatives, by doing some kind of social works. So moving towards the second part, I have a presentation. So let me show you my screen, and from screen I will share my presentation. So can you see my presentation, my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, uh, okay. So here I just prepared a small presentation on the role of youth. So first of all, we need to understand what is youth. So this is my brief introduction. I think you already have given my introduction, so let me skip it. If we look at the death rate of corona, if we look at age-wise, so we can see, if we see at the bottom, so there is no fatality of the people who are less than 10 years age. So we don't have any fatality. So we don't have any case in this age group. Okay. So just a minute. Let me fix one more thing. And after that, between the age 10 to 19, the cases are less than 1%. I mean 0.2%. And if we go to age from 20 to 29, so the cases are again 0.2%. So if we move up, more age is increasing, the cases are increasing. So that means the people who are in teenage or who are in youth, they have less effect of corona. They have the more ability to fight against corona. So in this situation, we need to request the teenagers and the people who are coming in the age from 10 to 29 to step forward and start playing their role, because their immunity system is very stronger. I'm not sure about your country, Morocco. What is the rate? I tried to find this data on internet, but I couldn't find the data from Morocco. But the some of the summary which I received on internet, that was showing that in Morocco, again the youth and the people less than 30, they are not affected, but the old people, they are mostly affected. But if we talk about Pakistan, I mean the my country, where I got birth, uh, here situation is different in subcontinent part, like in Pakistan, in India, in Bangladesh, and in Sri Lanka. If you look at this region of the world, the rate of teenager is higher. And
Mm.
I was discussing on the other platform that in the whole world situation is different, but unfortunately the situation is different in Pakistan and in this area, in India, in Pakistan, in Bangladesh, in Sri Lanka. Why? Maybe the immunity system of our young generation is not stronger, or maybe the youth, they did not focus on their health properly. So one thing they need to look at, I mean, the role of youth in this region is just to improve their health, is to improve their immunity system. So let's go to the next slide. So if you go to the next slide, so I'm just showing the population of world according to age-wise demographics. So we have like the continents like Asia, Africa, Latin America, Europe, North America, and Oceania. And I think your country is part of Africa. So if you look at the Africa, if we look at the Asia, so in Asia, almost 24% population is from the age 0 to 14, and in the 15 to 24, the total population is 15.4%. And if we go in your country, so there is more population in this group, 15 to 24. And again, less than 15, there is again more population in African region. So that means just consider two continents right now, Asia and Africa. So you can imagine in Africa, more than 50% population is coming in youth. Okay.
Mm.
So what is definition of youth? I tell you later. So what is definition? I mean, youth means what? Which people are falling in the category of youth. And if we move from Africa to Asia, if we come this side, so again, there is like 25, 30, 40% people in this age of youth, you can say. So let's move to the next slide. Let's look at the world population. So according to WHO and some other organizations of the world who are making these kind of graphs, so they say in the mid of 2019, about 26% of the world population was less than 15 years old. It's a big number.
Mm.
So if we look at again from the continent wise, if taking Africa into account, so in Africa, 41% population is less than 15 years. In Asia, 24% population is less than 15 years. So why am I sharing all these demographics? Because next slide. Youth is any person between age 15 to 30 years. There are two definitions. One is the United States definition. They say any person between the age 15 to 24 is coming under youth. And the second definition says any person, regardless of gender, that is between 15 to 30, he or she is part of youth. Now, I showed you the numbers. According to numbers, youth is the big largest people in your society, in your country. So they need to take very positive steps. They are backbone of the society. So how they can take the steps? Uh, by the way, I saw on internet in Morocco, the median age is 29 years.
Yeah.
So less than 30. So mostly people are in youth in Morocco. If you look at from this.
Mm.
So what do you say about all these facts which I am sharing? Is it important to discuss? Is it beneficial?
I
Is it
think
interesting?
it's a way to show the reality of the ages, and it's
The,
good to
the,
know
the
that.
impact.
Yeah, it's good to know that the age of our population is like the mostly existent, and
Yes.
of course, being like the largest part of the population means having like a role to play in this community.
Yes. And now if we look at Morocco, the young people in Morocco, like 27% population is under 15, and 18% population is between 15 to 24. So
Mhm.
next. So these kids which are less than 15, which are not part of youth, tomorrow they will be youth. Okay,
Yes.
because the people who are in 13, 14, 12, 11, 10, after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, they are going to towards youth. So the first responsibility of the youth is to always encourage their teenagers, the kids and the teenagers. They must be encouraged, they must be advised in a positive sense, they must be taught new things, positive things, happy things. Not, if youth starts behaving in a negative way, so the first impact will be our kids, our teenagers, they will also start behaving in a negative way in future.
Of
second
course.
thing Second thing which youth has to do, they have to follow the WHO guidelines. Like if I talk about Pakistan region, this region, subcontinent region, mostly teenagers are becoming victim of corona. So it is very important for them to follow the rules. So maybe if they are not following rules and if they are getting victimized of corona, so they can save themselves from this problem. So they need to avoid crowd, they need to avoid handshaking, they need to wear masks, they need to get medical attention as soon as possible, whenever they are feeling sick, I mean. So next thing is the third rule, the third role and rule both, which youth can play is they need to educate their family, friends, and community. They can talk to their family in a very positive way. They should spread positive things about corona. Look, this is the opportunity. So see, now we are talking to each other, we are meeting each other, we are talking online. So they need to create offline and online. They need to create community awareness about the positive side of this corona. So they need to discuss all these things, and they
Yeah.
need to make the friends and family feel positive. And the fourth role which they can play is the accurate and the proper usage of social media. The biggest users of social media like Facebook, in WhatsApp, and the other, Instagram, Snapchat, this is youth and teenagers and kids. So they have to play very important role. Why? Because in the uncertain situation, the fake news always spreads so fast. So we have to stop fake news, we have to stop bad stories, we have to stop bad things. We have to act very responsibly, and we have to first verify news and then we need to share it to others. And also, we do not want this uncertain information or fake information to become a big source of storm. So we have to keep the storm calm by doing all the above things, and we need to spread positivity. The fifth role which youth can play is the volunteership. We have to find opportunities in our community, in our society, how we can volunteer. The first thing which we can do, we can help poor people, because poor people are more affected in this corona. So we have to ask them, please stay at home, whatever you need we are going to help you, and we are going to bring you. Third thing is, we have to find the people who are more vulnerable. So we can bring medicine for them, we can bring lots of other facilities for them, and we can bring them groceries, something like this. As
Mhm.
you know, the health worker, the doctors, the nurses, and the paramedical staff, they are all busy in hospitals. But back at their home, they have families. So we need to find out how can we facilitate, we can assist their families by doing groceries for them. They also have parents, they also have kids, they also have families. So we need to look after them. By the way, I think somebody is writing some question. Let me check if it is urgent so we can answer. uh, okay, Ji, abhi we will give you an opportunity to add your point. Just let me finish the presentation. Mr. Hassan Hashmi, yes. Okay. The other thing which youth can do is they can learn and innovate. So we do not have to stop our learning. For example, if I'm a university student, if I am a college student, if I'm a school student, so I don't need to stop learning. I can talk to my teachers. I can ask them if there is any arrangement to provide me education online, because I do not want to take a big gap in my studies. So they do not need to stop studying. They should focus on their studies, and then they can learn new things online. We have a lot of learning opportunities, lots of universities colleges and online education providers, they have started giving free courses. And also we can help others by finding, we can make some sanitization machines, we can make testing labs. I saw an article on internet, in some countries the youth, they developed new ways of testing the coronavirus, they developed new laboratories, they developed new machines to sanitize areas, places. So this is all community work. So this is very important role, this is how youth is helping the society. And also they can learn something new which they could not learn in the past. For example, female, by the way, mostly the corona cases, the most affected people are male. There is less rate of corona cases in female. Maybe male are more social, they are going outside more. So maybe this is the reason. Okay, so that's why they can learn some new skills. Other thing which we can do is delivering food and sanitation. I mean, we can give free meals to families who actually need, who cannot afford, who don't have jobs, who don't have money. We can prioritize single women and widows for this purpose. We can prioritize old people. We can give them masks, gloves, and hand sanitizer to people, so that when they are going outside, so they can wear all these things. And being Muslims, we need to practice the prayers which are given in Quran and advised to us to keep ourselves protected from all the diseases. So this is very important. So that's the 7 point agenda in my point of view, through which youth can play their role. So now we can see if somebody has any question or if somebody wants to add anything, please tell me now, please. Uh, uh, Yes, I agree with you. People need to create an awareness and they need to feel it very important to stay at home. But obviously, in this part of the world, like Pakistan and India, the poverty line is very high. I mean, poor people rate is very high. So people also have to see, they have to manage food and stuff for their families. So if government is taking such kind of initiatives, so obviously they can stay at home. If somebody give them assurance, don't worry, stay at home, you will get food, you will get everything to eat, you will get everything to wear. So people will not go out from their homes, they are only going out from their homes just to earn their bread and butter. I tell you, all people are not same. So we have to see from this perspective as well. We have another question. Salma is asking, what would be the best way to empower youth and bring awareness during this pandemic? Yes, it's really very important. Thank you for asking this question, Salma. See, uh, this presentation is an awareness for youth. The purpose of doing this presentation is not like just sitting and talking and having fun. The actual purpose is just sharing these 7 steps. I can share this presentation with you. You can send it to all the people in your social circle and tell them we can work for community. We can do rationing meals. We can think productively. Lots of people among the youth, they are engineers, so they can innovate something to make society more beneficial, to make something which can help society in this COVID situation and also in post-COVID situation. So 2, 3, 4 engineers, if they make a club or if they make a union and they think, let's something think something new. Like me and Ikhlass, we spoke to each other and we started making these weekly lectures online, different topics. This is how we can work for community. Okay. So any other question, if somebody has, then we have to move the session towards Ikhlas because she's waiting and I am using her time now. That's it. This is my part. So I stop sharing my screen now. And now over to you, Ikhlas.
Okay, so thank you for your presentation. It's really very interesting to see how really there are a lot of possibilities for young people and for us to be really engaged on this crisis. So maybe my turn to talk about this beautiful skill, which is emotional intelligence. Do you want to start your question, or you want me to start by asking you?
Well, actually, the first thing is mostly we listen about this word emotional intelligence. So first of all, we need to understand what is actually emotional intelligence is, and
Okay.
secondly, if
Mhm.
we manage to understand it well, then how can we develop it? How is it gonna help us beneficial? What is the benefit? So what is my benefit of listening you this emotional intelligence?
Okay, so why this topic? Is that it?
Exactly.
Okay. So can we do like a game? You and I and all the participants?
So do I need to make, do you want them to participate in a game so I can make them panelist? Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
everybody can talk, everybody can speak, share their cameras. Okay. Something like this.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay. So everybody is in the panel now. So now everybody can speak, they can share their camera, everything.
Cool. So let's start. We are gonna use our hand to
So
close.
everybody is here. So first, just a minute, let everybody speak. Can
Okay.
everybody speak? Hello. I am unmuting Abdul Latif, Salma. Hello, Sonia. Are you with us?
Yes.
Okay. आपको आवाज आ रही है इखलास की?
Is that okay?
So everybody is here now. You can switch on your cams. If it is not an issue, please switch on your cam so that your teacher can see you. Ikhlas wanna see you. How are you going to
Your face.
participate? Okay, let's start. I think whoever wants to
Okay.
show their cam, they will open it later on.
It's
Yes,
okay.
I do like this. Okay.
Yeah, we are gonna close our eyes.
But now I cannot see you.
It's okay. That's not the purpose. So close your eyes and breathe really deeply. I'm gonna ask you a question and you need to answer yourself. No need to answer me. Do
So
you
you're
think
gonna ask me or somebody else?
I'm asking all the people here?
Okay. So they have to
Okay.
answer it.
No need to answer me. Just answer yourself.
Okay.
Do you think you are emotionally intelligent? Okay.
Okay.
Open your eyes now.
Okay.
Cool. So a lot of you will say, yes, I am emotionally intelligent. And the question is not about if you are or not, it's about the perception you have of emotional intelligence. So let me share something with you about emotional intelligence.
By the way, what is emotional intelligence actually? So that
I'm
I can actually tell
gonna show you.
if I have it or not.
I am gonna show you.
Okay. You wanna share your screen?
Yeah, I'm sharing it. Okay. So emotional intelligence, it's the connection we can make between rational thoughts, and what we have as emotions. So it's a connection we can make. It's not that easy. Our society is sadly not teaching us how to deal and how to act with our emotions. There are societies that like reject emotions. So when you see a baby crying, you say, no, 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 you need to, no, no, don't need to cry. It's okay. Like he doesn't need to have this emotion. And there are some societies that allow showing emotions like anger. So it's okay to feel or to see or to watch someone shouting. It's okay. And other societies are like, it's okay to have a feeling, but not okay to show it. So when you see or meet someone who is sad and he is crying, he will say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm crying. Like he needs to be sorry for having this feeling or this emotion. So the emotional intelligence is one of the greatest skills that a human can have. Why? It's something that make us able and make us improve our ability to manage our stress. And we are really very stressed because of the crisis now. We are using emotional intelligence to improve our time management, and we are having a lot of difficulties to manage our time as we are staying home. People who are having like high emotional quotient are people who can be great leaders. And I know a lot of young people who want to be great leaders. So improving emotional intelligence will help you improve your leadership. Second thing, no, this is the fourth thing. So the fourth thing is having a non-violent communication. A lot of people are communicating with other and are not aware of the way they are communicating. And sadly, they are communicating like very violently. So emotional intelligence will help us to have a non-violent communication. And of course, emotional intelligence will help us to improve our ability to manage people. And I know a lot of managers who are looking for improving this skill as one of the best skills for the manager. So what is emotional intelligence? I said it's the connection between emotions and rational thoughts. So it's the skill that makes us able to recognize, understand, handle our emotions, and manage them. But not only that, it also makes us able to recognize, understand, listen, and appreciate others' emotions and be such influencer to others. So let me show you something. I want to show it to you. This is like a summary of the components of emotional intelligence. Two sides. The first one is mindfulness. So it means being aware, self-awareness, being aware of what I am feeling, what I need, who I am, and what are the needs behind. And the second thing, which is a part of mindfulness, is having the ability to be in a self-regulation. Means being able to control my emotion and express them the best way they need to be expressed. And the second part, which is like empowerment, it's about the ability to recognize. Sorry, I'm talking to my kid. So I was telling that the second part is empowerment, which is based on the ability to recognize, understand, and handle others' emotion. It's based on empathy. And the last thing about empowerment is social skills. Means being able to have relations and to have healthy relationships with others, capable of motivating them, capable of understanding them, capable of like using their emotion to make them achieve their goals. Okay, so emotional intelligence is based on two parts. Mindfulness, which means being aware of what I'm feeling, understand it, and express it the best way it needs to be expressed. And the second part is empowerment, about empathy and social skills. But what is like an enhancement for these skills is the motivation I have. Why should I wake up in the morning and go at work? Why should I wake up in the morning and be still in the same relationship? So it's the motivation that pushes me consistently doing the effort to make it work. Okay, so this is emotional intelligence. And the second question was, how can I develop this skill? Well, developing this skill is like focusing on what's good in me, what I have the ability to do. Am I self-aware? Am I someone who can self-regulate his emotions? Am I someone who has the empathy, or someone who has like good social skills? If you can answer these 4 questions by yes, I have it, no, I don't have it, you can focus your effort on those which needs like improvement. Okay, so let's see if I am a person who has like a good self awareness, a good social skills, but I am not really capable of self-regulate my emotions. What should I do? A lot of people has like I have a lot of clients coming to me and like complaining about their relationships at their business or at the work they have or at home. And when I listen to them, the most problem I find is like there's no self-regulation either in their side or in the other side. Because whenever they have like a feeling of anger, the simple thing is to shout, or the simple thing is to be aggressive. But we forget that emotions needs to be understood. So basically we have 4 emotions and we can add 2 more, but I'm going to talk to you just about the 4. The first one is anger. The second is fear. The third is sadness. And the 4th is joy. When talking about the anger, let me ask you a question. Mustafa, when are you going to be mad or angry at Ikhlass?
Generally, what people do, why we feel angry if something happens which we were not expecting, or
Okay.
which was not what we wanted.
Okay. If you don't expect something and it happens, it means you have like lost your power of control. Is that it?
Yeah, you can say so.
Okay. And the second part was you will be angry when
The things which I want should happen, they are not happening.
so it's again lack of control.
Exactly.
Means Mustafa has the power of controlling like people or events, and that's, I'm really sad to say, nobody in this world has the control of what's going to happen.
True.
So we got angry like for three reasons. The first one is we'll lose the control, and as a human we'll love having the power of control, but sadly we don't have this control. The second thing is we are angry because we feel like not respected. Well, are you sure that the person that acts or says something was not respecting you? We are not so sure. But I am sure she was just expressing herself. And the third thing is we are getting angry because we feel like there is no justice. So we think that life is based only on justice. This is not real. Life is based on justice and non-justice. Life is based on things we can control and things we cannot control. And life is based on people just expressing themselves and not certainly non-respecting ourselves. So when you get angry, it's because you have like a bad perception of what's happening, or you feel like you are losing your control. So what will you choose to do? If you are emotionally intelligent, you will choose to sit and to reflect on what's happening and on what is the impact on yourself, on your behavior, and on your performance, and on your relationships. If you sit and think and reflect on all that, you will see that being angry just means you need something to change. And what is the thing to change? It's only your thoughts. Because if you are non-emotionally intelligent, you will think badly of the person. So means when she acts like that, means she doesn't respect me. You will think badly about yourself, because if you are angry and you're not emotionally intelligent, you will shout, or you will be like really deceived because you don't have that power you thought you had. Okay. And finally, you will feel like, oh my God, I'm not lucky. I'm always a victim of this life because there is no justice. Emotionally intelligent person is a person who will see life positive, because having problems means improving skills. Emotionally intelligent person will feel lucky because she learns a lot of things. And one of the most things we learn in emotional intelligence is we learn about ourselves. We learn about our thoughts. We learn about our needs. Okay? Emotionally intelligent person is a person who will see other in a good vision. It's not something who is going to complain all the time about others. So this is self-regulation about the emotion of angerness. You will tell me, okay, I'm gonna sit and reflect on my my thoughts, my needs, And I figure that the person in front of me is not someone who is disrespecting me, and life is not always just and or fair, and I don't have all the time the control. So the pressure is down. No need to be angry. Moi aussi, je t'aime, mommy. My kid is telling mommy, I love you. I said, wow, moi aussi, je t'aime. Also, I love you. Thank God. So angerness is showing a need of change, and what should be changed is our thoughts and our behaviors. Okay. About the second emotion, which is fear. Well, normally a human being is afraid of something that is dangerous, and it needs like to be protected or to protect himself. But more and more we are like in a progress of technology. I feel like human beings are afraid of everything, and that's not so good. Because fear will stop you take initiatives, will stop you do whatever you think is good for your improvement, will stop you having new experiences. And you know, I had fear the first time we talked, and I said, well, it's been a long time I haven't practiced my English. I will feel really bad if I have like a lot of mistakes. And I said, no, it's a good opportunity to face your fear. And one of the greatest fear men or women may have is the judgment of others. So maybe to face your fear is to analyze the subject and the source of your fear. If it's really worth it, and if you take the initiative, you will lose like your health or lose like your security, it's okay, don't do it. You have to protect yourself. But if it's just an opportunity to improve your skills, to face new things and new experience, I think fear doesn't have to be there. Okay, am I talking too much?
To me, you are talking right, but you can ask from others as well, because everybody has mic there open.
Okay. If are you okay with what I'm saying, all people here?
Yes, we are absolutely okay.
Thank you.
Yes, most definitely.
Thank you, Sanana. So it's anybody else who wants to say something? Okay.
I do have a question. This is Hassan Hashmi, Manager HR for Habib Mutarba, the Habib Group from Karachi, Pakistan. But can we relate emotional intelligence with anger management?
Can I?
Can we relate emotional intelligence with anger management?
Okay, I'm coming. Relate emotional intelligence to management and human resources management. Is that it?
No, actually, he is saying that can we relate emotional intelligence with anger management? Like, I'm angry.
Mm-hmm. Emotional intelligence is the ability that will make you capable and able to manage your anger. So as I said, anger is about three thoughts. I lose my power. Life is not just and fair, and I'm not respected. So if I am intelligent, emotionally intelligent, I will feel like There's no need to be in anger. And if ever I need to be in anger, there's no need to be aggressive toward other people. See, our emotions are not like, I don't know how to say it. They are not based on others. Our emotions are based on our thoughts. So we are responsible of what we feel. And this is something all people are not aware of. They think that I feel sad because of you. I feel angry because you made me angry. I feel happy, wow, because of you, thanks. I feel scared because of you or because of what's happening. No, I'm saying no because it's really no. We are all. I love you too. I love you too, mommy. My kid is here again, so she wants to say hello. Say hello and bye. Say bye. Thank you, mommy. So we are, as a human, one of the first thing we are looking for is freedom. Yes. Yes. Okay. And freedom means I am able to do whatever I want, which is not things that are not against others.
Ikhlas,
Yeah.
I want to add something here with regards to what that guy asked. Angriness. When do we feel angry? Like Ikhlas said, one thing, we are not meeting expectations, or people are not doing what we want them to do. Third thing, when we become helpless, we are in a situation where we cannot do anything. For example, if somebody is taunting me and I cannot reply in words, so I can reply in my emotions. Or if somebody is asking me a question and I don't have answer, like we are three people, and the two people, they're answering all the questions and I am unable to answer. So now I will feel angry on those two people. Why? Because of lack of my knowledge, because of lack of my expertise. So rather, I take it as an opportunity to develop my knowledge, to develop my skills, to develop my talent. I will start feeling bad. I will start saying bad towards them. That is professional jealousy, or you can say that that is another part of angerness. Emotional intelligence is a very wide subject. Being angry is one part. It doesn't mean that emotional intelligence only helps you to control your emotion with regards to being angry or not angry, but it's a complete science of understanding yourself, like Ikhlas mentioned, self-awareness. So sorry for interrupting. I just wanted to add this.
Thank you.
I think
So
Salma wants to ask something. She raised her hand. Salma, you want to say something?
See, at first you talked about expectations, and I believe that if we don't really meet our expectations or other people do not do what we expect them to do, so how can we manage that anger that comes out of that comes as a result to this situation?
So, Salama, you're talking about the anger we can have when, like, failing in achievement of our goals.
If it's
So,
us who are failing achieving those goals or other people, like supposedly I expect you to do something and you don't do it.
let's
Okay.
assume today we expect uh, 30 people should participate in the session, but there are only 3 people, let's say. So this is my, what I do, Salma, I never expect from anybody, not even from the situation. I always expect everything from me. My strength is what I have, not what others have. My quality is my talent, my skill. And if somebody is saying negative to me, I say, okay, no problem. Yes. He says, you are a bad person. I say, okay, yes, sir. I'm sorry, I'm a bad person. I will try to improve. Somebody says, you are a negative person. I say, okay, sorry, maybe I said something wrong. This way, you can control situation very quickly. Otherwise, if you will behave in the same way the other person is behaving, you are basically increasing the situation towards wrong side.
Mm.
So expectation management is your part. I never expect. I will never expect Selma say good words to me. That's it. I have my button in my mind is off. Expectation button is off completely, permanently. That's it. Relax. No expectations, no tensions, no worries, no problems. That's it.
No,
So Ikhlas can tell better because this is my way of managing the expectations and then not feeling emotionally hurt or angry. So, but you can, as the expert of this domain, you can guide us in a better way.
But
uh,
as an HR, if you're managing a team and they're not meeting the expectations that you have, as in they have tasks to do and they don't do them. So how if let's say that you got angry, how are you gonna manage that situation?
See, Salama, if ever I have a team and this team is not achieving the goals, means I'm not a good leader or not a good manager. Means I was not the good person at the right time when they needed to improve their skills. So maybe I will be mad, but not at them. I will be mad at me because I didn't feel their need. I was not really present for them. And as Mustafa said, having expectation of others will always be deceived because others are not under our control. They today, let's see, I'll give you an example of two people being in love. Okay, when they first meet, they're like very impatient to talk, to listen, to know about each other's. So there are no expectation at the beginning.
Mhm.
But from the time the relationship is getting improved, the woman will have expectation like being as present as he was at the beginning, as positive, giving a lot of compliments and things like that. And the man, it's okay. He is in love. She is in love. That's cool. No need to be to give a lot of compliments. No need to be there all the time. So if she stuck to her expectation, there will be a lot of anger and a lot of conflicts. But if she like explain her need, which means being present, and he explained here his need that life is not always about love, it's not always about her being the priority. She will understand, and there's like the expectation who were lot of long list will be shorter, and the deception will be like less. Okay, same thing in professional things. If I am a new recruited, I will do my best to show I am the good person for the right place, for the right position. And as far as I am getting more and more experience, I'm not showing the same enthusiasm. I'm not showing the same joy. I'm not showing the same. And if I am the company who has recruited this guy or this girl, I will feel like what's going on? She's not the same person, or he's not the same person. So I'm gonna be angry, and then it's like having a gun and waiting for the wrong task, or the bad thing to do from the person, and then it's okay, finished. So having expectation is only good to deceive people. Managing anger means managing my bad thoughts about me and about others. So if we want to train our brain to be like positive, I am gonna show you like an image. Your brain is like a set of muscles. If you want, let's say you are.
Mommy,
I love you. I love you. She's not gonna leave me work. Anyway, she's enjoying being next to me. It's cool. So if a lot of people are taking this time as the time to be in a good shape, so they like try to train their muscles or to lose weight. It's not that easy to lose weight. It's not that easy to have muscles. We have to suffer to have muscles. We have to suffer to lose weight. So managing anger is like suffering because we had the thoughts. We had like a set of thoughts that we have built with our family, with our experience, with our professional assets, with all the things that we have in our life, and it's like leaving them and having new ones. It's so difficult to leave bad thoughts because we were like trained to have them all the time and trained that they are true. They are we feel like our personality is based on these thoughts. Okay. I'm trying not to be so long on, but I feel like I am.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Thank you, Selama. And it's good to see you.
It's good to see you as well. It's been a long time.
Yeah. So I'll move maybe to sadness. Mustafa, is that okay? Moving to sadness?
And it's not good to move to sadness, but yes, you can.
It's a good emotion, you will see.
Yeah.
Well, sadness is like.
By the way, you only have 5 minutes more because we have to wrap it up actually then.
Okay. You should have told me that at the beginning. I like to talk. And I'm enjoying talking to you all. So sadness is about feeling that we have lost something. And if we lose something, it doesn't mean that life ends. It means that we have to build something new. So if we are sad, it's okay because we have lost something, but it's not okay to feel sad all the time. We need to free this emotion and build something new to make us joyful and enjoy our life again.
I love you, mommy.
I love you, mommy. And the last one is joy. So joy is about being satisfied with what's happening, and when we are satisfied and joyful, like we need to share this with others. So it's the emotion that can be something that help us being in movement and acting for our improvement. So I want to summarize what I said about emotions. Emotional intelligence is the ability of recognizing our emotions and managing them, and recognizing others' emotion and managing them. It's an ability that make us capable of time management, stress management, conflict management, non-violent communication, and even having like a good self-esteem and a good self-confidence. So how to develop it? We need to improve either self-awareness. How? We need to have like a pen and a paper and a pen and write each day what are the emotions I had and what are the need behind each emotion. As I told you, anger needs changement, fear needs security, sadness need building again, and joy need sharing. The second part is self-regulation. How could we self-regulate ourselves if we are not taking care of what we are eating? Because our food will have an impact on what we have as emotions and on what we have as behaviors. How could we self-regulate ourselves if we are not able to take care of our sleeping? We need to take care of our sleeping by like sleeping at the same time every day. It's really necessary to be in a good mood. Like taking no coffee, no tea by the evening. It's not so good, and it's like it's enhancing our negative emotions. Self-regulation is about also not having a multitasking day. We can have a lot of tasks, but having all the time multitasking is not so good for us. Empathy is about listening to others and trying to understand them without judging that what they have as feeling, I have it also. They don't need me to tell them I have the same feeling, I have the solution for you. They just need me to listen and observe what's happening on them. And the last one is social skills, means I'm capable of listening to others, understanding what they need, and maybe trying to contribute to their own satisfaction and work together in a healthy relationships. And all of that is a matter is based on the motivation we have to be always engaged to improve ourselves and improve our skills. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you very much for this wonderful information, presentation, discussion. And I think somebody has a question. Imran, do you want to ask something? You raise your hand.
Hello.
Yes, we are hearing you.
Yeah, you hear me? Thank you very much, Mr. Ghulam Mustafa and Ms. Ikhlass. You have explained very good points. I have a question that if, as you said, that if I am a new person hired in any company, and you want to show your all efforts, dedication, and everything. So what in case the culture of the company is not good? I mean, they are behaving the newcomers badly, or somehow like they would like to degrade you somehow. Obviously, if the company culture is not good, so most of the people taking you as a granted. So my question is it okay to show your all, even if I'm an intelligent person, is it okay to show your all intelligent cards on the same stage, on your initial stage, or should we secure some cards, our intelligence card, to show them that I'm doing good some in other areas, or you know what I mean? Like some people is showing everything in their initial task, But what about the later on task or later on stages? How you can give your best efforts or doing your 100% and giving your best? So I just want to ask you: is it okay to show your all wild cards to everyone, or should we secure some of the cards to prove ourselves later on? My question is for Ms. Ikhlass.
Okay. If I understand well your question, it's about should I show what I do and evaluate it in front of people who are like not evaluating my work? Is that it?
Yeah, exactly. You got me right.
Okay. See, what is no. So we all need respect. Okay. And what is respect if it's not feeling evaluated? So if I am not feeling evaluated, I think it's not only a matter of what they have as a behaviors. It's also a matter of what I am showing as a behavior. Respecting ourselves is at first knowing and being aware of our needs and our goals and the actions we are going to do to face what we have as problem or difficulties to make them true. So first, we have to know ourselves. The second thing is knowing myself means I know my worth and my strength, and I know that I have a lot of skills that I can improve and that I can use to achieve goals. So of course, if I know all that, if I have, let's see, we have just 5 skills to make my job. If I have the 5 skills I need to make my job right, I will evaluate them. I will show that my work is based on 5 skills, and all the 5 I'm using them well. So I feel like the problem is not evaluating myself. The problem is maybe feeling, it's about the feeling inside. Imran, is that it? It's the feeling inside that it's not respected, it's not evaluated.
Ikhlass,
you're saying,
sorry to interrupt. Actually, we have to close it now because of the time. Imran, you understand, I think.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I got
Imran,
you.
we can continue the discussion if you want on LinkedIn. You have my,
Yes.
I think it's possible to continue it on LinkedIn by tomorrow or on Monday.
Yeah,
I
sure.
think, Ikhlass, we need to have one more session on emotional intelligence because today we had less time and this topic is very wide. So I think let's plan a complete session in which only you are the speaker, not me. And we can discuss it in more detail. So that would be, I think, better. Everybody can vote if I am right or wrong. So if everybody wants one more session, detailed session, not like this quick session. So Salma is raising her hand. Yes, Salma, what do you say?
Yes, I'm totally in for another longer
Uh,
session for the emotional intelligence because it needs more time.
yes, we will do within a week because we have every week we have one session. So every week we have one session. So next session will be again on emotional intelligence, exclusively emotional intelligence, and also for like it should not be 1 hour session. It would be longer session. Maybe we can plan it for 2 hours, something like this.
Okay.
So and we can also have some exercises in that as well. So we will plan. Ikhlas and me, we will plan some exercises. So please, you guys come up with your mic and with your video on so that we can observe your emotions as well when we apply some techniques on you. Is that
That
true,
would be
Ikhlass?
great. That
Yeah.
would be great.
So we will be applying certain techniques. So with this, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. And inshallah, see you in the next session. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you very
Your daughter
much.
is with you, so please go back to her. Bye bye. So I'm ending this meeting for everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.